Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for your willingness to serve, the tenacity you serve with, and you bring so much to the table, and we are very grateful for that, and you continue to do it every day to just impress us. I, too, want to invite you to my home state of Mississippi. It's pretty hot right now, but the humidity today here, I think, is matching it. But we have just positioned ourselves for greater artificial intelligence infrastructure growth and so many things, like many states that you talk to when the members here. But we've attracted several significant investments like the Amazon Web Services, the hyperscale data centers from many major companies that we're excited about. But of course, it's crucial for supporting fast-growing AI is reliable energy and affordable energy. The Mississippi Power Play initiative was recently unveiled by our state leaders, and it is about increasing energy production, but ensuring that those things that follow the affordability of that, the reliability of that, and access for all of these companies that are choosing to come to our state. But we are uniquely positioned to use underground salt caverns that for energy storage to enhance the grid reliability in high peak seasons. We're fortunate to have that. But moreover, the state established an artificial intelligence regulation task force to guide the state as so many new technologies come on board, as the AI demand proactively comes addressing all of these issues. The state has really stepped up in our state leadership for doing that with the stakeholders' collaboration and the workforce training that's going to take place for the programs to support all of these initiatives. So we're really excited about this in Mississippi. But you would see firsthand that we're working to shape America's path forward in energy independence and AI dominance, and aligning perfectly with our national security and our economic growth goals and the potentials that are there. So I believe your insights is going to greatly benefit this country, going to greatly benefit Mississippi on our efforts to strengthen this, and honored that you're at the helm. In your testimony, you mentioned reorganizing divisions within the Energy Department, including refocusing the Office of Fossil Energy on its original mission of supporting fossil energy production. Thank you. Will you discuss how the department plans to strengthen this mission and find innovative ways to help achieve the President's goal of energy independence through the reorganization of the Office of Fossil Energy?
Yes, thank you. So it's actually one of our smaller budgets, the Office of Fossil Energy, even though it's over 80% of American energy. When I was born, it was sort of mid-80%. It's mid-80% today. So it's the dominant source of energy in the United States and the world, but it's been a commercial success for a long time. Doesn't need a lot of involvement from the department, except for permitting, getting out of the way, issuing LNG permits so you can build infrastructure. But we do have some money to invest in next generation technology. So there is some research funding in the fossil energy. The part that was removed was several $100 million that was focused on reducing greenhouse gases. I've written about climate change for 20 years, so it's a very real thing. But funding things that take a ton of carbon out of the atmosphere at a several $100 cost. And if you look at what's the benefit from reducing that ton of carbon, that's this so-called social cost of carbon, which is very hard to calculate. But the previous administration went through torturous math of almost no discount rate and assumed that agricultural productivity declines despite the 50-year upward trend, that people won't get air conditioning as the planet gets a little warmer. They did all sorts of just craziest. They use a climate scenario that's been widely dismissed as completely implausible, called RCP 8.5, and they stretched it up to $100 for the social cost of a ton of carbon. So if that's the negative impact, should we spend $300 to reduce a cost that maybe is $100 That's a stretch. A more credible estimate maybe is $10 or $20. And then America's only 4% of the global population. So should we spend $300 to save a quarter? That's, clearly that math just doesn't add up. The department will continue to support technologies to maybe find better ways to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It is a real issue, but we should be credible about it and not just throwing money out of it, because it's expensive. And for a coal plant, for example, to do sequestration, basically you lose a third of the power out of the plant to inject the CO2 underground. So as you and I, when we first connected, we're about common sense. Things that make sense. If we can spend $1 and get $2 of benefit, we'll do that every day and on Sundays too. But we want to critically look at things. Is this making our country better? Is this making our world better or not? Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Your approach is very refreshing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Hickenlooper.